Exactly. We had cross keys, really? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, that's right. We're doing this. Hey, let's do a race, shall we? Want to do a race? Oh my god, it's just like a normal, boring open race. I mean, who would race this stupid ass shit? Not a bomb. Hey, more bombs. Lots of bombs. Shit ton of bombs. Oh, the bombs! That is the mirror. You guys want to go see the wizard? Lovely, lovely, lovely. You know, I hate when I pick up that item I don't mean to. Sometimes you go wide and sometimes you just don't. But... Hey, Kiva Bubby, what are you doing over there? Why don't you come lay in your bed? Why don't you come and lay in your bed? We're going to clean that this weekend. That's going to get clean. I'm going to take all of your stink off of it. And we're going to wash it. And then maybe I'll just keep my robe. She's giving me the stink eye. Maybe I'll just take my robe back. What would you think of that? What would you do if I just took my robe back and started wearing it? It's a nice robe. It's very warm. What would you do? What would you do? Meow? Hi. I don't think she liked that idea. I got a tail on my face. Hi. No. It's like, fuck this. Kiva just did a lap and then she went right back to the corner of my desk. Don't blow yourself up, shithead. This isn't a race where you've got 19 hearts of red mail. Do have a bow though, and some ether. It's so nice when you open an when you walk into an entrance. Like when you go into, like here, the chicken hut. And it's the chicken hut. How cool is that? Well, that's fine, because we know we're going to need that anyway, so... Like, that is fine. Normally I scoff when I see the lamp early, but we know we're going to need it. I mean, it's very unlikely that we're not going to end up using that. Yeah, this is also one of those. I wonder if I go straight to Eastern. If Eastern's a crystal, we go straight to Eastern. Red 1 and 4. Eastern's never the play here, by the way. I could count on one hand how many times early Eastern Crystal has actually been worth it. It's rarely worth it. It's, ha ha ha, you went to Eastern, it's full clearable, but you get nothing! I'm gonna get to take a hit there, yep. Interestingly enough, I am doing less than NMG Eastern. Like, this isn't even NMG Eastern. This is less than NMG Eastern. We don't have a sword. And we only have 3 hearts. Now, I've died in here several times playing NMG, back when I, used to actually do that, and very poorly, but still did it. So, yeah. This is far from safe. It's probably fine, but it's far from safe. I almost kind of wanted this to be vanilla, because now I'm gonna have the problem here. I ain't skipping it. It's gonna be the map. I mean, I know it's gonna be the map. You know it's gonna be the map. She knows it's gonna be the map. My wife is still probably sleeping above me right now. She knows it's gonna be the map. Or the compass. We already got the map. Whatever. The other one. I think we got the map out of the first chest. So it's not gonna be the map. It'll be the other dungeon item. Shit. Oh wow, and I already fucked it up, so I have to actually clear this place. That's wonderful. All for the compass. Never fails. Never fails. Never fucking fails, does it? Kinda gotta use arrows in here too. And this will be like a big 20. I mean, there's nothing important going to be in here. It never is. It never is. It never is. I mean, sure, great, you got it done. Congratulations. Woo. It's never good. Ever. Well, there are 2 pendants left. So 2 out of 7 that we might not need that mirror. I'm actually going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go do Agina. You know what? I've come around to it. I've come around to this open. I have come around to this. I'm a believer! Doesn't always have something, but hey, I'm a believer. Ow. God, we're about to do this with bombs and arrows. This will be fun. So, I mean, this is edging toward agate anyway. Just waiting for the hook shot. Which is fine. I mean, we almost... Again, we pretty much know we're going to have to do it anyway, chances are. So, it's fine. And we just gotta hope that our opponent's not one that checks Lumberjack. And if we do that, we have to follow that mirror immediately once we find it. Oh shit, don't grab me. Well. Bunch of shit. We're still 2 items away from both sides of this. We need 2 swords, sword and a cape, or 2 gloves, or glove and hammer. Okay, now we're 1 item away. Burn that. That's fine. Well, we're down to Hyrule Castle, and that's it. I left Hyrule Castle to be last, just so that if we had to do Aga, which it sounds like we're going to end up doing Aga, then we could just do it all in one. That's kind of the reason I left it off. Okay. I came in just under. I full clear the shit out of that cross keys. I'm still pissed I didn't get a 200 on my clear. If I would have picked up that quick, I would have. We're going to check it on this side. That'll save us a death warp. So it's faster from the back anyway. Oops, that is not the right rat. Oh shit, it was this rat. Oh, I'm horrible at it too. You just gotta practice, I guess, and I just don't want to practice. This is the first time I had ever intentionally joined an event that was actually intentionally cross keys. I just wanted to see the racing platform to see if it was good. That's all I really cared about. Alright, so map is live. Yeah, it just so happened that the race was cross keys. That's the only reason I did it. I do not intentionally go out of my way to do cross keys. I don't enjoy it very much, just because we last check spots way too often in cross keys, which seems impossible considering the number of options you have, but fucking good at it. No, absolutely not. If I wanted to build a web app, I would have done it to begin with. The reasons that I did not build it in the web app were the reasons that you would have seen if you noticed the desyncing. Then you would understand why I did not want to build. I've built a front-end chat client before with JS and HTML. It's a pain in the fucking ass because it keeps getting desynced. And then you're going to try to build a racing system off of that with a... You're building a racing system off that? Wow, this is not agate required for what we need. I'll be damned. It's asking for trouble. Because I don't know if you noticed, the chat and the timer was desynced by 2 seconds. I hope you can fix that, but it's a huge issue. Just gonna do this one blind. It's one of the reasons I did not want to go web-based. It's just too difficult to manage. Yeah, we'll pick this up. It's worth the 8 to 10 seconds. Now, if there is a sword or cape in Hyrule Castle, that's really fucking good for us. That mirror might not be needed. No, but overall, I was happy with the platform, but yeah, it's got issues that I would expect to see. Oh man, we could have had those so long ago. Well, that's 10-15 minutes of boots lost. Uncle Routers rejoice. There's a little bit more to that, but it's close. IRC is... The reason that IRC has been used for so long is because it's insanely reliable. And it's incredibly stable. That's why IRC was used and it's been continuing to be used. So... Yeah, you're right, but it's a little bit different. You're going to have massive issues with desyncing and client-side lag when you web-base it. Yo, Lotus, what's going on, dude? It just is. Yes, IRC is old and it's tough to use, but it works. So, to give you an idea, I built I forgot to get my sword beam out. Oh, that's fine. I built a front-end chat client very similar to that, using similar technologies. I'm going to say this was... Fuck, we were at the old office still. So this is at least 4 or 5 years ago. We ended up scrapping it 6 months in, and we ended up going to WebSockets instead. Which, if I was going to build ladder web-based, I would 100% use WebSockets. It's so much more stable. But it's so difficult to keep it synchronized. It's just so insanely difficult to keep it synchronized. Well, this is just front-end JS stuff. The problem is, here's the issue, okay? When you build a client-side timer, you are susceptible to client-side lag. And web browsers are notorious for having memory leaks and causing client-side lag. The other issue is that you have to constantly synchronize the client side back to the server, because it will suffer from drift. It's called what's called time drift. It'll constantly suffer. You can't get around that. So you have to constantly synchronize it. Well, the only way to constantly synchronize it is to constantly ping the server. So every second or two, which I went when I was waiting for that race to start, I did some looks through the JS, and that's what he's doing. He's just doing client to server pings, which makes sense in a small environment. In a big environment, I don't know if you noticed, before the race started, he was commenting about how the server was running a little slow, or I think he described it as running hot. That's why. Alright, we do need to do this. Alright, so we do need to go do that. Okay. It can and it can't. There's a difference here between causing server-side lag and causing time drifting. So, picture this, okay? Picture this. The server controls the clock. The server has to control the clock, because you need a... God damn it. Fuck that, open up. You need a consistent source... Shit. You need one source for the timer. You can't run client base, because every client base is going to have a different timer. So step number one is that the timer has to be run on the server, and it needs to be global. So the client controls the clock. I'm sorry, the server controls the clock. Ladder does the same thing. You know, your time is calculated against a server-generated timestamp. As soon as the bot says go, it pings the server and says now, and that timestamp gets hit. So now it knows that the race has started at this time, and it's based off of server time. So that's step one. Now step two is you need to run a client-side ping that checks every X number of seconds. So now you have two timers. You technically only have one timer, but you have one timer running and then a server-side clock. So let's just say, in theory, that... I'm not gonna make this. Just kill me, actually. So I can go back in the front. Let's just say that the clock, or the server side, is designed to run... Oh, I picked up a fairy. Let's just say that the server is... No, I'll do this. Is designed to tick every second. The client side is designed to tick back to the server every second to do synchronizations. So that means that every 1 second client time, it says synchronize when the server to get status and to report. So it does that, and that's great. Okay? The client runs off of JavaScript, which is notoriously bad, and we use it for our bots too. It's tough to avoid. And on front end like this, you can't avoid it. It's just unavoidable. So you have it's a timeout call That's how you, in JS, that you run a timer. Boy, do I do this now? I think I might do this now. I think I might just bum rush it and play the advantage. So you have a client side that's supposed to run every 1 second. The problem is that it doesn't. It doesn't run every exact 1 second. It's based in milliseconds. So there's going to be a response time between the latest ping and the last ping. So now, instead of 1,000 milliseconds, it's 1,008 milliseconds, let's just say. Well, now you've inserted a drift. Now, hopefully, when it returns status, it also returns the timestamp status, so that the client-side timer can constantly update itself. My guess is that there is a separate timer on the front end that pings back to the server every X amount of seconds to say, give me your updated time. I wasn't watching it, but I bet it does. It would make sense. That you would notice little hiccups in the timer where it would jump in tenths of seconds. So at some point it would jump from 0.5 seconds to 0.7 seconds instead of 0.5 to 0.6 if you were watching it really intently. And that is the client-side timers syncing up with the server-side timers. The problem comes in now is that you have timers on the front end that are constantly resetting itself. So JavaScript-based timers, they time out and then they reset themselves. And you've now introduced garbage to your system. And it's very, very little. It's minute bits of garbage. And there is no front-end garbage collection for JS. It just doesn't exist. At least not that I'm aware of. So now you've got these tiny, tiny, tiny fractions of a memory leak that is slowly being introduced over time. That issue now introduces your browser is constantly generating resources, and let's just say you're using one of the more notorious for memory leaks. Chrome is a insane memory. I mean, I use Chrome for the most part. It's just easy to develop in. It's a hell of a lot easier to develop in than Firefox is. But it is notorious for memory allocation issues. So now, this client is just generating constant requests, and it does eat up memory. And that is going to slow down the client, and it's going to do it exponentially. So this client is constantly calling back, and it is going to cause they're minute issues. Again, I'm not saying this is a huge fucking problem. But when you're dealing with a race situation, 2 seconds is 2 seconds. And that's winning a loss. The other issue is that when I hit the done button, the timer that I see is not necessarily the timer that is going to be accepted by the server. That's really nice. So, I don't know why I'm going this way. Just, if you introduce all of those items, you come up with a client-side disaster. You also have the issue with the chat resetting itself. So, again, I don't know. I didn't look into this piece of it, but he's got a chat window that's going to constantly refresh itself whenever chat comes in. So the way that I did it in the past is there's a client-side driven hash, it's a GUID, that says it's calculated every single time a message goes into the system. So a message is posted back to the system and generates a GUID. Well, that GUID is now it's server side. When I send a chat message, I need to know if I send a message, the GUID is going to change. But I also need to, every X amount of seconds, which is generally going to be 1 or 2, I need to know if the GUID has changed, because I need to know if a new message has come in. So when you ping the server, you don't want to tell the server, give me messages. You want the server to ask, are there any new messages? And that is GUID controlled. And I did see some hidden, I did see some variables on the back end. And so I'm assuming he's doing something similar to this, where when a new message comes in, it returns 2 things. It returns the messages and it returns the GUID. Or it's an ID or a hash, or it's something. It's something that says this has changed. So then whenever I need to do a 1-second ping to check if chat has changed, when I'm just sitting there idly, I pass my GUID. And if it's a different GUID, I return the messages and the new GUID. And so now every 1 second, I'm constantly sending messages back and forth. So you've got this constant back and forth to a client-based system, which is based in fucking JavaScript, on a browser that you cannot control. It's just not stable. It's not very stable. Generation of servers in development. It's just, it's messy. It's very, very messy. I should not be doing this right now because I know I'm gonna go get the mirror here in a second. It's incredibly messy. And yo, Shiver. I would never build, I would in no way, shape, or form, in any circumstance, oops, build a system that is reliant on timestamps and base it off of a web-based JS solution. Because it's never going to be accurate. Yeah, so we tested the, there was a race earlier today on the racetime.gg system. And for the most part, it ran really well. Like, I was happy with it. I think it ran pretty solid. The system seems good. The system seems pretty stable. But again, as a web-based, basically it's web-based. I didn't even look to see the language that was written in. You know what? I didn't even look to see what programming language that was written in. It's probably Python. I would suspect that it's Python. I would almost, you almost have to do that Python driven. I didn't even look. I should look. I'm actually, now I'm curious. But yeah. I think it's a good, I think the system will be fine, but you need to have rules in place for potential desyncing, because you're gonna have desyncing issues. That's just the nature of the beast on that one. And again, that's why I didn't build ladder web-based. Plus, I didn't want to have to develop the fucking thing. 1 second. I can hear it ringing upstairs. I'm waking her up.
Yeah.
Good morning!
Okay, I'm getting up.
Alright, babe. Bye. I went up there about 45 minutes ago between these races and woke her up. And she said, yeah, I'm going to get up. And then I knew she wasn't going to get up. So I told her I'd call her back in like 45 minutes. Yeah, I totally alarm clocked her. No, she's laughing about it. She knows. She knows. So, anyway. Oops. I was a little off there. But kudos, I'll say this. The system is so much better than SRTV. SRTV was garbage. It ran into similar issues, but on a totally different scale. SRTV had very similar problems, but they were just bad. Jasper! They were just on a completely different level. I think the system is good. I do. I think it's really good. And I think it could play off. Now, I don't know if there's still more development that needs to go into it. Yeah, he's down on the corner, and it echoes really bad down there, so... Jasper! Shut the fuck up, cat! But, again, my hat's off to the dude. Especially if it's just one dude. Damn it. I didn't get a double off. Jasper, shut the fuck up. Oh, shut up, you weenie. You are the biggest weenie. I can't do anything about it. He's just gonna sit over there and meow forever. I have nothing to throw at you, otherwise I would. Hi. Why don't you go say hi to Mama? It's Python based, that's what I thought. I assumed, I didn't know. If you were gonna make a, I mean, I would definitely go Python with that. If you were having to choose your methods for that one, Python makes sense. I'm not a Python developer. I've done some Python scripting, and I've done enough to get in trouble with it. Like, if you asked me to develop something in Python, I could probably do it, but it would take some effort. But it makes sense because of the way the platform is delivered on that. That's a good choice. So, but yeah, it's just, I hope he can fix the little tweaks and find a good method. I'm telling you, if you want to make a web-based system, I was just about to say that. If you want to make a, it's not, by the way. If you want to make a web-based system with timers and you want it to have perfect synchronization, use WebSockets. That's what we did with the chat-based thing, and it works great. But you have to go WebSockets. You have to go WebSockets. You just have to. Otherwise, you're just going to have constant desyncing. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh, why didn't I go to sync? That was dumb. I don't know why I went here. That's going to cost me a few seconds. I don't know what I was thinking there. But yeah, you're just going to have constant desyncing issues. And then every time it needs to resync, that is client-based activity. And just no other way to put it. Client-based timers suck. They are horrible. Because they are insanely unreliable. Insanely unreliable. Alright, let's follow this immediately. Let's go to desert. So, anyway. Other than that, again, I thought the system worked great. I did. I thought that the site looked good. It was fairly responsive. I had to reload mine. When I tried to join, it wouldn't let me join. And I had to refresh my page, and then it let me join. And that's just desyncing. Like, it probably didn't know my client. Or it was just resource strapped. Could be either. It could have been either. It could have just been heavy resource strapped and it was just not accepting it or what. But I did have to I had to restart my page. I had to refresh it. And it's not like I was on there a long time either. I was only on there for a few minutes. But beyond that, again, I thought it ran really well. I'm very pleased with it. I hope that it is, it's one of those things. I hope that it does what it's supposed to do, which is make it is an actual SRL replacement. I've been saying this since the beginning with Ladder. Ladder is not an SRL replacement. It was never designed to be. I never wanted it to be. I just wanted it to be rankings. But yeah, if they can make it a system like that is reliable for big races, that's fantastic. Just take SRL and put it out to pasture and kill it. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, by the way, we're racing here. What do we need? We need Fire Rod, Cane, Hook. And Bombos. Well, we were just talking about that, too. It's a good idea because IRC is fucking insanely stable. It's incredibly stable. That's why it's still being used 30 years later. 30 years or how long? IRC's been around fucking forever because it's stable and it works, and it'll always fucking work. Yep. And unlike just about everything else, Mooner, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why SRL still uses it. I give SRL shit for some things, but that's something they got right. They got it right. It's just a deterrent, unfortunately, is that too many people don't want to play on SRL platform because of IRC. But they got it right. Now, WebSockets is also very reliable. Like when we built the chat app based off of WebSockets, fucking super stable. Super stable. Like we never had that thing ran for about 3 years before we decommissioned it and it got replaced. Fucking insanely stable. We never had a single issue. Whoops. Really? I mean, it ran for years. Never an issue. That's how fucking super stable that is. So... I know, isn't it? That's cool, isn't it? How nice is it? Alright, we're going to check these two because it's going to be easy to do here. Yeah, I'm curious because I get questioned all the time. And people have asked me, why did you build Ladder like this? Why didn't you make it web-based? And the discussion that we just had is why. Plus, it would have taken so much more development work to do it. I'm basing it off of a platform that already exists. Yeah, Twitch runs on IRC. My bot, my Bonk bot, runs on it runs on one of my 2 web servers. And I just have the IRC client always running. That's all it is. I just have a version of HexChat always constantly running. That's why the bot's always online. And guess what? Guess what? It's always online. Because it doesn't fucking turn off. But yeah, it's one of those that I built it off of Discord, even though Discord is not insanely reliable, but it's got a good uptime count. And guess what I didn't have to do? I didn't have to develop anything else. Nice. Okay, now we're gonna switch things up here. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I did not mean to go into this. I mean, I'll run, but... You know what? I've never actually read up on any of that. I don't even know that the back-end technology that they use for that. I honestly don't. I probably should, because I'm using it. But I just... You know, I had already done development stuff on it. Oh, okay. Cool. I mean, it's pretty fucking reliable. Oops, come on. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it works. It's pretty fucking reliable. And what else can I say about it? It works. For the most part. I mean, we've had a few issues. We've had a few issues, but they're not major. You know, we've had a few outages, and but again, it's... I went into that knowing it. I hate going in with a single point of failure. And we do have a single point of failure. If Discord's API goes down, not the front end, if their back end API goes down, where the bot connects to, the system is broken. It just doesn't work. It's completely broken. Good morning! I mean, I knew you were going to go back to sleep. I mean, we both knew this, right?
I tried to get up.
I know, well, I know you do, but we both knew that wasn't going to happen. Well, you slept for 2.5 hours. You're not sleeping yet. Well, like 2. We have 3 cats. Hi, asshole. There's one of them. And we have this one here. She's trouble. Hi. She saw me pointing at her. We have this one here. He's the asshole. And I don't know where Troy is.
He was upstairs.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. We can't clear any more dungeons. It's unfortunate. Come on, what the fuck? It's still worth it, but it's annoying. You know, I actually do have a Nerf missile launcher. I might as well check the first 2 here. It's a little Nerf missile launcher that's a USB missile launcher, so you can hook it up to the you can plug it in your computer. It's got a little camera on it. It's got 3. I don't know why I'm grabbing this. I'm never going to use this thing. It's got 3 little missiles, and you can fire them off. It's not very accurate, but the guy I used to work with, left it when he quit, and he just left it, so I claimed it as my own.
Are you doing a new game or are you still on the same one?
No, I'm doing a different one.
Huh?
I'm doing a different one.
Okay. I'm gonna say, you've never played one because you are playing.
Yeah, it's sitting on my bookshelf in my office. My little missile launcher up there? I couldn't tell you the last time I actually plugged it in. So we need 2 medallions. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean it's a cool little thing, but yeah, it's completely worthless. It's just fun little toy. So we need 2 different medallions here. So the question is going to be, which one of them is going to be on the fucking pedestal? Pedestal is full clearable right now. I think we're going to do pod after this. I don't want to do swamp. Like, I could go do swamp, but we've been doing hookless swamp. We also have ice, which I'm not really happy with, but we do have ice. So we need 2 medallions, cane, and hook. Alright, so we'll get these. We will save quit to Death Mountain, go to pod? Because there's 6 out of pod, because we also have green. Sitting on my phone on the tablet. Oh yeah, it's night and day, dude. It's night and day. I dig it so much. Anytime I do anything on my PC now, I'm using it. Yeah, it's the Pro Plus. Yeah. In fact, I like it so much, I might do another one. It's this guy. Yeah, this thing is fantastic. Like, I might do another one in 3 months for the next Bonk game. Yeah. Yeah, I got the SNES. The one I like about the SNES colors is that the X and Y buttons are slightly concave, like the normal controller. The other 2, I don't think they are. They looked flat on the picture, so I'm assuming they're not concave. Yeah, it's convex, yeah. Of course, on. Of course. What else would you be doing? I mean, I'll never need more than one. My wife and I do not play the same games. Well, I mean, we played MMOs, but that's about it. I don't really count that, just because it's... Well, I don't count that. I was gonna bake you a casserole for your losses, but I didn't. Hate it when you check that and it's still a key to a key. You gotta check it though. It doesn't have to be. Oh wow. Right side's gonna be packed, it looks like. I guess we're gonna do this, then I think we go to ice. I think ice is probably the next check. We should probably do the smithy as well. I mean, we turned the smithy in, but we didn't finish the route. We didn't do hammer pegs or purple chest. Because I wanted to race and do the... See, that's why it's like... It's probably a mistake doing it in the order we did that, because now we have less incentive to go back there. I don't know why I mirrored there. That was not the time to mirror. Oh, okay. Yeah, and actually, that's another thing, too. I'm a big fan of the way that they designed the L2 and R2 triggers. If you download the software that comes with it, you can go onto the 8BitDo website, and there is some software that you can download, and you can tweak the cut. You can actually see the pressure put on those and how they're different. Yeah, it's again, they did a really good job with it. Really good job with it. You could do some customizations on them too for X input. It's also designed for a Switch. So if you wanted to sync it up to your Switch, it has all the buttons on there for that as well, and it'll work just fine. I really hope that the map is in one of these two chests so that I have two reasons to go do Helma. Because I feel like I'm going to do it anyway, unless it's the hook. If it's hook shot, I will not. I'll skip it. But if I get nothing from this chest, I'm going to go do Helma. The only thing I don't think you could do is that I don't think you could... You can't sync these to PS3, PS4, and shit like that. I don't think you'd want to. There's enough of a difference between PS3 and PS4 controllers and this one that it just doesn't seem... Damn it. It doesn't seem like... You wouldn't want to use this on a PS4. At least I don't think you would. So we'll do this. We'll turn in the green pendant. And we'll go to ice. And then we have Hera. I'm thinking about doing purple chest before all of this, though. Purple chest and hammer pegs. It's just 2 checks, really easy. We'll do that. We'll segue that into K45, and then we'll flute out. Alright, I'm going to intentionally take a hit here. Do not want sword beams. Hold up there. Timing's a bit off here. Ah, I let go, damn it. No. Right in the beam. So we're getting 2 items on this one. We'll turn in green pendant. Go to Kakariko. Come on. I hope this is worth it. That is not an easy, quick clear. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. This is just slower, I think. And I went the wrong way. It's definitely slower that one. Oh, I'm totally gonna... I should have brought that south. I'm totally gonna hit that on the way out. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna do a safe quit here. That's really weird, but I'm gonna do a safe quit because I'm gonna come back out and I'm gonna hit that fucker. There's no way I was gonna avoid that. So I would have to do an extra... I would have had to done an extra 2 mirrors and 2 extra mirror transitions. It would have taken less time to just do the save quit. Wow. So, 15 minutes later, we're missing the same 4 items. Hasn't changed one bit. God damn it. Ooh, and I hit the chicken too. I don't want that. No reason to get that. So we gotta take this down to K45. And then we'll send it, then we'll flute down. There's just nothing else to do here. So Hera and Ice, and then half of Swamp. Do we do Swamp? Do we actually dive Swamp here? No. I don't want to dive Swamp. That just seems like a bad idea. Just do Ice. Pissing me off here. I really hope we get a small key early in one of the first 2 chests, because I don't want to deal with this shit. I really don't want to deal with this shit. Oops. We have a green, if I remember correctly. That's what we have available for our backups. And we will clear this even if Cold Stare doesn't have an item. Because, again, this pedestal is totally in play here. God, 107, and we're still fucking 4 items out. Shit! God damn it. Wait on this one. Yeah. I mean, we're just gonna take a hit here. It's not worth risking it. You can sneak through there potentially, and then just not have to worry. But it's not worth the effort. Usually, you're gonna get hit by the firebar anyway. Really? I don't think I've seen that happen before. You're gonna take the hit anyway, and you could potentially get knocked off. Alright, we desperately want a small key in this chest. Holy shit, I want a small key in this chest. Save me so much fucking time. Fuck you! Well, we know we're not going to find the hook shot in here. This is hook shot locked. I'm going to actually sneak down here really fast. We're sitting at 5 hearts, and I'm going to have to go through a room that's going to be a pain in the ass without the hook. And then I got to bomb back across, so... It's a 15-second detour for safety. So now here's the funny part. If there is anything funny about this. If this is not a small key, it means the only way that we're going to be able to clear the other side of this is by mirroring out. Okay. Now we can do it this way. Damn it. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay. I just realized it too late. I was actually slightly in on that pixel because the bomb was actually dropped in the door frame. That could have backfired in a huge way. Alright, we got lucky on that. I dropped the bomb not where you want to drop the bomb. Okay, so hookshot cannot be on this side. Kane can, though. Kane could definitely be over here. We still have found 0 items. Still have found... No, we have found 0 items. So it's Cold Stare, Big Chest, and this one that we're about to open here. Wow. How's that? That's needed. There's one. That's a good one to get, too, because Kane is still locking that. This is 2. Well, unfortunately, we chose right the second time, not the first time. Now, fuck, Turtle Rock is available, which means we have to go to T-Rock. Gotta take a hit there because I whiffed on one. Now everything's out of sync. Still picking up the pendant, regardless of what we get here. Pet is still a 100% play for both Bombos and... Or not Bombos, sorry, just for... I guess just Hook. Yeah, bombos can be elsewhere. So I guess there's only one thing left on Ped that we would care about, and that would be the hook. Alright, let's go to T-Rock. God damn it. Fucking shithole bag, mother shitter, fucking woman. Anyway, is there any way that we would check Hera here and just do Hera? No, we'll do T-Rock first, and then if T-Rock happens to be a dud, we'll come back and we'll do Hera. We'll do T-Rock first. So after this, so if this comes up a dud, we'll go do Hera. We'll finish at Spike. And then it's actually just Catfish Pedestal and Hookless Swamp. And we do not have Hookshot, so do not do the bullshit in the right room. And if we find Bombos, that also opens up Fat Fairy. Because we'll do Meyer. That's it. And we're done after that. There's not... Unless we find fetch quests. We're basically done. We're not basically done. We are done. Oh, oh, hi, Troy. What's up, buddy? Hey, babe.
Yes.
Is that steak still up, sitting upstairs?
Oh shit! We never put that away.
Never put it away. It'll still be good. Yeah, would you be? Thank you.
You know that one time? No,
It's like, where's this going?
last time we went to the fridge.
Uh-huh.
So we forgot about it.
Yep.
And I
Yep, I know.
I was so depressed when I threw away that steak.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw that it was in one of the containers that we took out. It was the one that we cut in half. Yeah, I saw that.
I was so depressed.
It's about $4 worth of meat right there.
Snack on it later.
With the one upstairs?
Yeah.
That's my intention. Unless you want it, and you want it, you can eat. Go ahead. Okay, yeah. If get hungry, I'll eat it later. It's good steak. We decided to, we were going to get steaks for grilling tonight, which would have been maybe like in the last hour, which means I wouldn't be racing this right now. But it was going to rain. It's the weather forecast said it was going to rain tonight. Well, it actually just rained this afternoon. But because I'd already marinated the steaks, we just went ahead and had steaks for lunch. And then, you know, there's one left over upstairs, but usually it's a dinner thing. But I'm fine with that. I'll eat steak 3 meals a day. No items yet. I have to assume we're gonna find what we need here. And if we find Hook, then Bombos is probably in Swamp. I do think if we do not find both items in here, I'm still gonna do harem. I don't want to climb Death Mountain one more time. We still have to do it for the end game for Ganon. I don't want to do it twice. So we're gonna finish, unless we find both items, we're gonna finish Herod Spike. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever done that before. Where you going, buddy? Mama's coming right back down. Missing Mr. Hookshot. I still do it, right? Hera's so fast. Hera's so fast. You have to do that, right? It's 3 items, because it does open up pet as well. Or did he just go to Meyer? If Hookshot is in Meyer, that saves about 2 minutes. But if it's not, it's going to cost an additional minute just to get back up here. No. Never mind. Come on. Where's this last one? Okay, I gotta be careful here. Jesus Christ. I don't have any safeties. What you see is what you get right here. Cool, alright, we have no reason to do anything else, so... don't know the order we're gonna do this in. I don't think it really matters. Not want to take that hit. He's afraid of that. Oh shit! Careful, careful, careful! Hate fucking... It's a really easy boss, but if you fuck it up, man, it's gonna hurt. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it really doesn't matter the order we do these in, does it? It really doesn't fucking matter. The only thing we didn't... Pod was the only issue that we did. That's the only thing we did wrong is Pod. It's the only thing that we... So we'll be this is going to be a 140-ish, depending on where the GT big key is. Which isn't bad for basically almost all dungeoning. Ain't bad. The problem is we didn't gain any advantage off of that mirror. It really didn't do anything. We could have picked up the mirror last, I'm pretty sure. And it would have made no difference. I don't think it would have made a difference. I don't believe there was anything hidden behind the mirror. We're not cheaters. No cheating today. Funny thing is, I know that, you know, not cheating puts me at a statistical disadvantage. Probably about a minute per seed if you do both Icebreaker and Diver Down. I don't care. It's the morality of it. There's some glitches that got voted in a couple months ago that are just downright horrible and should never... Yeah. And there's no reason in hell they should have been voted in. It just makes no fucking sense. And again, maybe I'm just an old man that yells at Cloud. It's possible. But... oh, I'm gonna totally not get that. No, no, no! See? He's got it. He got it. He's a smart guy. Diver Down and Icebreaker. Diver Down I'm not as against. I wasn't going to vote for it because of the way that it's primarily activated, but it doesn't... it's not as bad because you can do it several different ways. That's where you can basically you ledge clip inside of Swamp Palace, and then you don't have to hit the switch to drain the water. And it does no splash, so you're effectively walking on water. You can still open the chest and shit, too. It's primarily activated with a cane, which is why I have issues with these glitches. But that one technically does not... well, does not have to use cane. That one you can actually use a bunch of different things to get around it. Damn it. That up hardcore. Oh, it isn't. It's not. That's why I still voted against it. Icebreaker 1,000,000,000%. That is fucking wrong. And I'll challenge anybody to that one to an argument. Icebreaker is the one in nice. In Ice Palace, where you you step in through the doorway, so you're basically you're parallel with the opening of the doorway, and then you activate the cane and then you wedge yourself between the cane and the wall where the vanilla big key room is, and you can push yourself through the wall by doing it, because this game has collision. Basically, it's the collision detection will make sure that you're never in a wall. So if it detects that you are in the wall, it will place you, it'll place your pixel, or it'll place your avatar at a spot that is basically outside of that, and you'll just walk right through the big fucking wall. And you'll walk right through the barrier. It's clipping abuse, yes. It's slightly different, but effectively, yes. It is clipping abuse. But that one is primarily activated by using cane, and that's the part I have a problem with. That's the cane part is the part that I always had the problem with. But I've beat that horse to death. You know, I'm not gonna go on and on about it. You guys get it? You can agree, you can disagree. I honestly don't give a fuck. I don't. I just don't believe it. And thus, I'm just not gonna do it. Was there anything up there the first time? Or did we not need to make that first trip up to Death Mountain? This is trip number 4, I think, up Death Mountain, and I think we could have done it in 2. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's also one of the reasons why I don't want to be on the council anymore. Still got another 2.5 months of council work. And then I am done. I don't even need to do that. Fuck. If I was going to do that, yeah, let's do a ladder council. There's one member. I'm not going to do that. The only one that I will not do, and this is going to be interesting when V32 hits. It'll probably be after I leave the council, so I'm not going to have a voice in it. But auto-tracking is going to come up again. The auto-tracking debate and vote is going to come up again. And if council votes to approve auto-tracking, which they might, I don't think they will, but they might, we will not allow it in ladder. That's the line. That's the line in the sand, right there. And that's where I'm going to draw the line. They just should not be allowed in any way, shape, or form. Alright, Blaine route. Come on, buddy. Blaine route, best route. We want to see no small keys in these 2 chests, and then the big key in the back end. I really need to regenerate those. I have them. I actually have the spoilers already. I just haven't fucking ran them yet. I went ahead and redid the spoiler seeds for data analysis. We really, 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 really want to know what the correlation is between fuck. Block's gonna get knocked. The block was gonna get knocked out. The correlation between small keys and then when the big key is on the right. Damn it, Blaine route. Urgh. Okay, well, there's two aspects of this. One, in theory, it's inspecting the game's memory. That's bad. I think we could all agree on that part. Inspecting the game memory is bad. It's just... If you can't agree with that one, I have nothing to say. But the other part of it is I've lost races because of tracking problems. Things have been mismarked. Things have been forgotten about. And it's cost people races. If you eliminate that, then that's an advantage. Plus, I'm really fucking concerned about what the next step is going to be, which is requirements for tracking purposes for tournaments, which they hinted the last time this came up. And I don't have a setup that'll work, and I'm not going to get a setup that'll work. Because I'm not spending $200 on a goddamn SD to SNES. That's what I would need. So, yeah, I when the vote comes up, if I'm still on, there's gonna be 3 different. Well, you need a way for the USB basically to connect to the there's a, you know what? I'm not even gonna begin to go into it because I don't actually know all the details. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but basically you need a USB connection that connects through a socket. You need that to enable the to actually get the data out of there, and then all you just need is something to. What am I doing? Then you just need something to interact with. So there's going to be 3 aspects of this that will likely be voted upon, which is item tracking, location tracking, and the creme de la creme, which can be done apparently, entrance tracking. So there's a very degree here of shit. Item tracking for ease for your viewers, which does happen, honestly, I don't care much about. Like, if it was solely for an improved experience for your viewers, because I know people that do stream that use trackers only for their viewers. Like, they don't even look at the damn things. Like, that much I can go with. Because I could see where that is a strictly quality of life, but not for you. The problem is that you can't enforce that. It's unenforceable. I have a green and that's it, right? I think that's all I have for goo. Shit, I was late on that one. Location tracking and entrance tracking, hell no. Hell no. And yeah, I don't see any. Like, that's just bad. Did not want to use that, by the way. Because that's what I wanted to use it on. And now I gotta wait. Oh, come on. He's being the worst. He's just hanging out up there. I mean, we know that the game ROMs are encrypted, but we also know that it is not... you know what? That's a topic I'm not going to get into. That sort of thing happens now. It happens already. So yeah, I don't... This is going to be a close race. It's going to come down to, do we come back from the 4 minutes we lost in pod? Everything else was pretty spot on. We did a few overworld checks that we didn't need to do, but, I mean, they weren't super inconvenient checks, so... So yeah, this is just going to come down to, can we come back from the 4 minutes we lost in pod, which was... Literally, I'm going to take a hit. Oh, no, I didn't. Late, though. Yeah, there's the hit. Anyway, one of them was coming. Shit, now I gotta wait. Damn it, I thought I had enough for that. Now I gotta wait for the respawn. Oh, no, I don't. I guess I was really late. I think I was that late. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I didn't want to do that. Oh, God. That was not my intention. Ah. That was not my intention. That's going to cost me a little bit. Sure, why not? Woo. Don't know what I would have been looking for there. Heart refill actually would have been nice. I don't know if we got Sank Heart. I have no idea what my piece of heart is. But... Get those bonk guesses in your noggin, boys and girls. We got those boots pretty early, around 20 minutes. So yeah. It's gonna be really tight. I don't know. Might have just been one. Okay, good. I got him back in sync. Kind of. This is a bad Aga. Yeah, I mean, don't put him in yet. Don't put him in yet. Don't put him in yet. I say put him in your brain. Put him in your brain, man. I mean, put him in, but you're just spamming. Companion duck. Okay, just barely. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna get this. No. I knew I wasn't gonna get that. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna do this because I have... Damn it. Ah! There's no reason to chance that. I don't want to die in here. I got plenty of magic. We have silvers. I don't really give a shit. Fucked up the 1-on-1. Okay, come on. Maybe I should have just died. Jesus. freebie. I got it set up perfect. I do actually want to torch glitch this. Oh, fuck. I fucked it up, though. Went a little high. That's fine. Alright. I don't know about this one. This one, I could go either way with this one, but I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about it. Hey, we did win! Congratulations! Woo! Who did we beat? A Sailor Nep, too. Sailor's a... He's a good racer. Put those bonk guesses in. Well, let's check and see where Sailor Nep is at. Sailor Nep, Sailor Nep. Does not have... I don't know the channel. I do not know what your channel is. I don't link it. It's not... I know it's not the same as the... I know it's not the same as the handle, but... Where are you at? Where are you at? There's Sailor Jade, not Sailor Nep. That is a completely different person. I don't even see Sailor Nep streaming right now. It might. I think it might just be under a different name. I don't remember what the name is. But whatever. Put those numbers in, boys and girls. Time is almost 8. Oh, I gotta stretch. We've been on for, what, 5 hours? Oh. I technically did a cross keys before this, but we're going to pretend like it didn't happen. I do want to get back to that because... So I've taken a few days off. I've been battling some pretty nasty headaches. So... Let's finish it this weekend. You know what? Let's do that as a goal. Let's finish it this weekend. I might... I don't have any reason not to stay up late tonight. Yo, Drifter. Once again, always lurking behind the scenes. I know you're there. Yeah, I don't know. I still want to get shit done. Wow, I got a bunch of pings. What did I get pinged on while I was gone? Ooh. Oh, Pog 4. Oh, shit. Alright, let's sign up for Pog 4. Bloop. Okay, we're in. Let's just sign up right now. 18, okay. give a shit. Sorry, catching up on pings. I get so many fucking pings while I'm off doing shit. Oh, man. I have seen the... I have seen the proposed flags for POG 4. Whew, it ain't pretty. It is not pretty. Well, it's got an increased chance, a much increased chance of one-hit knockout. And if I ever get a one-hit knockout, it's over. I'm done. Like, just don't even bother. 10-second forfeit. I will never beat anybody in one-hit knockout. Never, 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 never. Still playing? Still playing. Yeah, it gets to a point where, like the one we did, who was it? It was against Andy, and we were forced to do Dark Aga with basically nothing. That one just... I've never been more upset than I was playing that seed. Just because we had nothing. And that was just miserable. It's fucking miserable. Alright, what else did I miss here? Oh, we got a barn game. Last chance, last chance, last chance! And... bloop! Drifter with a point. I believe that is your first of the season. Yes, it is. Let's update that. At last, the lurker gets one. What do we have for our 241? 166. That ain't bad for 144. I'll take that. I will take that. That ain't bad. And leaderboard is updated. So, okay. So here's the deal. I'm going to step away. I've been on for 5 hours. I'm going to eat a little food because I'm getting kind of hungry. I don't know if we're going to do Evermore tonight, tomorrow. Let me actually, before I answer that, let me look at tomorrow's racing schedule to see what we might be interested in doing. Ambrosia's too early. We're not going to do that. Mystery is at 1. I'm getting tired of doing Mystery. And Inverted Keys at 7. That one I should probably do. But that one's at night, which means we have all day. Although I do need to get out tomorrow, and I got to do some work in the backyard. So I will be doing that. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Follow the channel, and you'll know when we go live. I don't know. I do not know. But yes, obviously, I do want to get it done. I want to get Evermore done this weekend because I want to move on from it because, goddamn it, the game sucks. So, all right, I'm gonna get some food. Might be back. Might not. Might be back tomorrow. We'll see. Have a great night. We'll see you guys later.